The power of your story. I just wanted to share a little bit with you today, a little bit where I come from. I'm a mindset and transformation coach, and I talk about trauma. I talk about the past, why we should come out and start talking. Because myself, if maybe it's the first time that you listen to my story, but I wanted to share a little bit of me. At the age of 11, as I was just born in the middle of between a childhood and going to, a teen, I was raped. And as the result of that, I become pregnant at just the age of 11. So by the time I was going to high school, I was holding my first baby. And of course, this episode was really harmful. Was was the most traumatic, experience that a child could have, that a mother could wish for a child to have. I was the first one. I am the first one still, and this episode did only bring shame to me, trauma to me as a person, but also through my mom. Because when my mom found out that my mom had a stroke, and you could not even imagine having a stroke, and then we had to be left and take care of ourselves because my mom was end up being in the hospital. She could not take care of us, and at that moment again, not thinking about me by myself, but I put the blame on me. So I had to blame, I had to guilt. I was holding the guilt of, it was because of me. I was probably God. Of course, I was blaming God. God, why did you make me kind of attractive and stuff that I brought the ever eyes on me? And then the second, it was my fault that my mom went to the hospital. So when I talk about trauma, I know what I'm talking about because it took me more than 20 years to really starting to come out of public, starting really expressing the pain, starting really telling everybody exactly how I felt during that time. And it wasn't a pleasant thing, it wasn't the most joyful thing, of course. But toward that episode of my life, I learned to be merciful. I learned to really hang on and find hope where it couldn't be. So it was a moment that I started questioning myself, why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? And I found out because I had a religion. I was going to church from time to time, but I did not have a relationship with God. And I wanted to understand what was happening because I knew there was God, there was someone greater power to me, but I could not understand that this such a thing because I was a good girl, I was a great girl, brilliant girl, among one of the the best top 10 in my class, but I could not understand why such a thing could have happened to me because I never done anything bad in my life. So I blame myself for most of my life. I hated myself. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to die. I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror. So guilt, shame, brought to me. Of course, you know exactly that's what setting wanted to me. Of course, I didn't have any friends because I didn't want people to know exactly what happened to me. I stayed silent for years. The only person that knew what happened was my mom, my family, and some close friends, and of course, my counselor. Because yes, I had to go to counseling, and I always say until today, I thank my mom because she's the one who understood me, who took me under her arm, who protected me as a mom, and really invested in me because it wasn't for free. She had to pay for private counseling. Back home at the time, it was unfortunate, and I always say that I thank God every single day that she really believed in me when I came to her, and she really made sure that I was protected during that moment. So I wanted to share that with you and really understand anytime I come out and talk about trauma, that you know that is just not something, okay, that I just come up with that. I myself been there and lived that for years, for years, for years, for years. And I want you to understand that if you're probably facing for something or you're probably going through something that you are ashamed, that you blame yourself, I understand you. I understand exactly because I used to be that way. So I hope that really, I'm gonna help you and encourage you because that's what our purpose is now, to help women who have suffered past trauma heal from that. If it's you are one of them, okay, I invite you to really comment, subscribe to this channel, invite someone because we're gonna be talking more and more about mental health, about really the kind of some tips, okay, with biblical principle that I learned also, and how to get rid of trauma in normal way, and of course, how to really seek help, seek guidance, and really becoming and discover that purpose. Because you were born for a purpose. The reason why you're here, because you're not here for just for fortune. You're here because you have a divine purpose, and you're coming to this earth is an answer to a question, and that question you have to find it as you come in it. Okay, so again, it's Bricia Mayombo. I hope you're gonna subscribe to this channel, okay, and like it and share it, and don't forget, if that's you want to talk about more, send me, of course, and tell me what are you going through now that you need prayer or you need a help for. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.